Hi everyone, my name is Krishna and today I am going to present a topic globalization. Let's start with definition. Globalization can be defined as increasing economic and financial integration of economics around the world. Globalization broadly refers to the worldwide changes that are taking place to remove national boundaries from the financing, production, sale and distribution of goods and services. Transnational corporations that see the world as a single market have facilitated the process. Another way to think of this process is the global supply and value chain. For example, fashion garments are designed in Sydney, orders for materials are sent to China, where the material is manufactured, the materials are exported to Fiji, where the fashion garments are sewn and finished. They are then imported into Sydney and distributed to stores for sale. These global supply chains are globalization in action. It is important to note that globalization not only refers to the actual movement of trade but also to the capacity and potential to move across the borders of nations. Investment, technology, finance and labor. International bodies such as World Trade Organization (WTO) and the International Monetary Fund (IMF) have facilitated globalization by respectively reducing trade barriers such as tariffs and subsidies and the deregulation of old financial markets. Countries have been able to take advantage of this trade liberalization and now seeing higher levels of economic growth and reduced poverty. However, some see globalization in both developing and developed countries as a cause for loss of national identity, increasing environmental problems, and the exploitation of labor. There are some benefits of globalization. Number one, free trade. Free trade is a way for countries to exchange goods and resources. This means countries can specialize in producing goods where they have a comparative advantage. This means they can produce goods at a lower opportunity cost. When countries specialized, there will be several gain for trade. This includes lower price for customers, greater choice of goods, bigger export market for domestic manufacturers, economics of scale through being able to specialize in certain goods, greater competition. Number two, free movement of labor. Increased labor migration gives advantage to both workers and recipient countries. If a country experiences high unemployment, there are increased opportunity to look for work elsewhere. This process of labor migration also helps reduce geographical inequality. This has been quite effective in the EU, with many Eastern European workers migrating west. Also, it helps countries with labor shortage fill important posts. For example, the UK needed to recruit nurses from the Far East to fill shortages. However, this issue is also quite controversial. Some are concerned that free movement of labor can cause excess pressure on housing and social services in some countries. Countries like the US have responded to this process by actively trying to prevent migrants from other countries. Number three, increased economics of scale. Production is increasingly specialized. Globalization enables goods to be produced in different parts of the world. This greater specialization enables lower average cost and lower price for consumers. The fourth benefit, greater competition. Domestic monopolies used to be protected by the lack of competition. However, globalization means that finds the greater competition from foreign firms. Number five, increased investment. Globalization has also enabled levels of investment. It has made it easier for countries to attract short-term and long-term investment. Investment by multinational companies can play a big role in improving the economics of developing countries. There are some bad sides of globalization too. Some of them are: globalization causes unemployment in industrialized countries because firms move their factories to places where they can get cheap workers. Another one is globalization may lead to more environmental problems. A company may want to build factories in other countries because environmental laws are not as strict as they are at home. Poor countries in the third world may have to cut down more trees so that they can sell would to richer countries. Globalization can lead to financial problems. In the 1970s and 80s, countries like Mexico, Thailand, Indonesia, or Brazil got a lot of money from investors who hoped they could build up new businesses there. These new companies often didn't work, so they had to close down. The investors pulled out their money. Some of the poorest countries in the world, especially in Africa, may get even more poorer. Their population is not as educated as in developed countries, and they don't have the new technology that we do. Human, animal, and plant disease can spread more quickly through globalization. Thank you.